Thank you for joining us live. I am Melissa Francis, and we are joined by Aries Eshel, who is a reserve colonel in the IDF. And Aries, I know there has been a strong reaction within the region today to last night's election. Tell me about it.
It's a relief for us Israelis. It's a relief. It's not only because Donald Trump was elected as the president and the Senate and maybe even the House. It's because we knew that it's not the Democrats, it's their candidate. She was against Israel. She didn't like Israel as a state. And a lot of us, we were quite terrified if she would be elected, that immediately she would go into action and cause damage to us. The way she looks at reality on the lowest level was that we and Palestinians are on the same table without understanding who is the bad and the evil and who is the good that calls for peace and morals. And last night, the truth, we couldn't sleep well. And when I woke up in the morning very early, and we understood that there might be this miracle. It's a miracle. It's not that for a second we say that our danger had passed, not at all. But it's like a relief. You know, they say when the Jews were slaves in Egypt, I don't want to compare, but there was a moment that Pharaoh had died, and it was a relief that we could see the light in the end of the tunnel.
Although I would say I've heard reports from all over Israel today that there are bombs flying, even more than usual, that there have been so many attacks. And do you fear that now Israel's enemies will take advantage of these last few months before there is a new sheriff in town, so to speak, from the US?
For sure, the next 2 months are more dangerous than any time, because if God forbid, and I don't believe it will happen, that Biden will behave like Obama had behaved on his last 2 months as a president. He was simply against Israel on his last 2 months. But I do not believe that Biden will let his legacy to remain as someone that caused damage to the only Jewish state. We're in a war. Iranians, they want to take Israel down. They want to take all democracies down. They are part of this connection between China, Russia, Turkey, and North Korea. They want the democrat countries to be down. I hope that this election will be a wake-up call for all Democrat people. Return back to the basic values of America. America is a great nation. America is an important nation in history of humankind. America is the nation that has a mission to bring the idea of freedom, discipline of freedom and freedom of discipline, freedom that comes out of values and basic values of family, of community, of having a purpose in life. And the world is confused, and we all had got confused, and we all have to have a wake-up call. And this wake-up call is there is right and wrong. And Israel it's like a sister, a brother, a young sister, a young brother of America, of the idea of Washington and Philly, of Mount on Zion. There's so many cities in the United States that are carrying biblical names. You know, when I used to take students of mine to Washington, you see the statues. You see the statues of the one that brought the great laws to the world, and Moses is in the center. We all have a common idea. And it's not about now the Republicans have taken administration from Democrats. We are in a time But the war in Israel won't end. You know, the promise of Trump that he will end the war will end in 4 or 5 years when we will defeat the evilness. What do we know? That there will be a time in 2, 3 months, we will have to be strong, that America will start again really to support us, to supply us with ammunition. You know, when Trump and his vice president stopped supplying us ammunition, and they did stop supplying us, it's not that they brought the ability to have peace. On that moment, these evil countries, these evil regimes that worked for Iranians, they understood, wait, if America doesn't support them, so we have to fight stronger because we are going to defeat them.
Yeah.
And that's a mistake. But the moment America will really support the only democracy of the state of Israel, they will be afraid. And you know, violent people, violent nation are in the truth is that they are weak. They're so weak in their inside. That's the reason you use violence. You know, when you see someone violent in the street, it's someone that you have to feel pity for him because he's a coward in the end.
Mm.
And that's the reason we have to be strong. So last night, you gave us strength. You gave us more hope. You gave us more strength to fight against the most evil groups since German Nazis, and we will win.
Thank you so much for coming on. I'm going to stop you there, and I want to tell people out there, if you want more context or you disagree with anything that Aries said, please come to Revelation. We have the link down below on YouTube. It is the movie that explains everything that he was just talking about. Let us know what you think and join the conversation next time. Thank you
and
so
Melissa,
much.
I want to say another thing.
Yes.
Tonight came from the United States for 2-3 days to see Israel. At the moment anyone comes, we put people from the academies for leadership to escort them, to take them around, to witness with their eyes. Do not believe anymore to words that are said, because we saw how you can be easily manipulated. Come, see, we will take care of your safety. It will be an unbelievable experience like you had.
Yes, that's true. I can attest to all of that. Absolutely.
And God save America.
There you go. Aries, thank you so much. Bless you.
Toda.